Welcome back everyone. Gloves are on this time, it's a bit chillier where we are now. Last week you saw Pete from Limitless and I promised you another one of his cars. So this is one of Pete's cars and Pete is here again with us today. So welcome Pete and welcome again. Yeah, this is your car. Tell everyone what it is basically.
So it's a 2007 Toyota Auris SR180. So it's sort of the sporty version they've done as an Auris.
Does look really quite good actually, I'm not gonna lie.
I have to say, they weren't really popular cars when they came out and they're a bit understated. People don't really know what they are.
No, I mean, I see it on your Instagram and I didn't really know what it was until you told me about it, but it definitely looks the part.
Yeah, so it's a 2.2 turbo diesel, which you don't really expect when you see a Toyota hatchback.
No, but sleeper, bit of a sleeper.
A little bit. Goes alright.
Goes alright.
Sort of my daily.
Yeah, well, the starlet is the track car.
Yeah.
The slower car is the track car.
Yeah, weirdly.
But yeah, I think it looks really good. So let's have a look around it and see what you all think. You know what a car looks like, so Pete's going to talk you through what's been done, because even though there might not be a lot, what he has done looks really good. So yeah, take it away Pete, let's have a look, see what you've done.
So started off with just sort of the wind deflector. It's not a bonnet bra, it doesn't actually sit on the bonnet.
No, it's plastic as well, not that horrible fabric that really doesn't do your paint any good.
No. That's how you just sort of done a few little bits like tinted fog lights.
Yeah, so you can't go wrong with that, can you, to be fair?
Basic.
Yeah, bit more Euro looking even though it's Jap.
Yeah. To be fair, a lot of Jap cars have yellow fogs.
Yeah, it originated from Le Mans, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, see, someone knows. So everyone usually tells me, oh really? Oh.
Because yellow light's actually easier to see through in foggy conditions and at night time.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on, yeah.
Moving on from facts you didn't need to know. The Bola B1 wheels.
Yeah.
And sort of
a little bit of a brake upgrade behind there as well.
Sort of some EBC green stuff and M-Tech discs, dimpled and grooved.
Much better over standard ones. So what's the difference between the green and the yellow then? Is the green more of a road sort of pad?
So green is more of a road pad.
Right, okay.
And the yellow is sort of starting to become fast road and then slash track, and then you get onto the other colours. So you can handle
a bit more heat, but they probably still held up on track pretty well, I'd imagine.
In this car maybe not so well. The brakes aren't that great on this car, to be fair.
They're a bit too small for the weight of the car.
Yeah, this car does weigh about 1,600 kilograms.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
That's really surprising because it's quite a small car.
It is a very heavy car for its size.
Well, I'll be damned. Gosh, I'm really old saying that, I sound like my dad. Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah. It's quite nice. This one's actually got quite a nice optional extra list. So, like the side skirts that you can see here, they are part of the Toyota Motorsport kit, as well as the lip and stuff you'll see around the back. It's also got keyless entry.
Keyless entry?
And keyless start.
What year is this car? Just
2007.
2007. That's quite early.
Yeah.
Early to have that, because I know Ford obviously did it, and they made a big thing about when it came out. But that was, I would have thought, in 2010ish. It was just a bit ahead of his time.
Yeah.
See, Ford stole it from the Japs. See, that's why I was.
So yeah, it's quite nice. Obviously, just sort of cheapy wind deflectors.
Yeah, but they are a really good extra to have.
One thing I like doing with them is a lot of people wonder to use the clips. I don't use the clips. I actually glue them in.
Okay.
So when you actually wind down the window, they do not move.
They did not even bend, just literally just stay there. Oh, brilliant. That might be something we have to do on Annie's car then, because they keep falling out of a Seat.
I remember when I first got this car, actually, was it my first, was it this one or was it another one? I can't remember, but I had one of the rear windows open and it just so that's when I then started gluing them in. Yeah,
that's not a bad shout actually, because those clips are a pain to get in anyway, aren't they?
Also means it doesn't leak, because if you get jet wash and you use the clips, a lot of the time the windows will leak.
That is true. Annie's Jazz leaks.
Yeah.
Mine leaks from factory, just because they're pillarless. As soon as you get a jet wash going backwards on the window, that's it, water's going in.
Water's in. So
you can see yellow calipers on the back again. So, with a factory disc on the back as well.
Yep. So it's quite weird with the Auris's. So the non-facelift models like this, it was the T180 and the SR180 had independent rear suspension, whereas all the other models are all beam. But then all the later facelift models all have independent suspension. Yeah, it's a weird setup.
That is really weird. You would have thought they would have stuck with just one, because that would make it, because it's obviously really expensive to make independent.
Yeah.
So that is very odd. Very odd. But so this is fully independent on the rear.
Yeah.
So it does handle quite nice then.
Yeah, it does actually handle a lot nicer now. I used to have BC racing coilovers on it.
Yeah.
I work at Nitron, so I was fortunate enough to be able to make a set of Nitrons for this car, and the difference is, well, I'm surprised.
Much better than the BCs.
Driving wise, yeah, more comfy during the road, better in the corners. Obviously you do get that when you look at the cost of Nitrons.
Yeah.
The parts themselves are a lot different internally as well.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that you get what you paid for.
I will say, even with BCs, for what people buy and modify cars, BCs are a good option.
Yeah.
If you do have them a budget and you are going to go full track or fast road, Nitrons.
Yeah. I was going to say, obviously I haven't been in it to see what it's like, but if it's that good, it will be something I could possibly do for that in the future, if a kit like that is available.
Yeah. The BMW kits are very popular in Nitrons.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So normally BMWs are stated of high performance, so whenever a new BMW comes out, we'll make a kit for it.
Okay.
Something like this, obviously, you don't even see these barely modified, so
no.
Nitron wouldn't normally do a kit.
I was say, this is the first one I've seen. Obviously, there's the other one at the show, which I don't know if that's been modified or not.
It's
really
been played with a little bit, but not.
That's the one you were telling me about earlier.
Yeah, it's been played with a little bit underneath, but cosmetically it's still standard.
Yeah, so another sleeper.
Yeah.
Sweet. Right, what else we got on the mods front then?
So just come around, sort of general stickers, sort of badges, ignore the lack of flaking off of it. So this is like another part of the Toyota Motorsport kit, so the twin exits and also the lip.
Yep.
Fortunately, previous owners decided they wanted the tow bar on the car.
Yeah.
They just unfortunately cut it off, and they've put this plate onto where they've cut it off in the middle to join it up, and they're not using the tow bar.
It's a shame because it looks nice. It is a very, very nice optional extra.
Can say it is quite a good tow vehicle. I have used it as a tow vehicle.
I'm not surprised being so heavy.
So yeah, it's quite nice that way.
So just a quick one, because I'm looking at them now. What tyres are you running on these?
So these tyres, well, do you want to know the brand or the size?
Both.
So on the front it's running some budgets that I got with the wheels.
Right.
On the rear it's sort of, I know one of them is an old tyre I had from an old set of wheels which is still good tread, and the other side I got a puncture the other week, so just went down and got a part worn, because I am going to buy a full set of tyres at some point.
Yeah, to match the nice handling of the Nitrons.
So at the moment one of them's a winter tyre on the back actually.
I think it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is that one.
Oh, you see the fatty tread on it?
I don't know which one it is actually.
You can't quite see it on the camera, but yeah, all the little knobbles on it, and not knobbles, but like tiny little bits.
Yeah. So yeah, I do plan to get some nice tyres for it. It'll either be Rain Sports, or I do want to try Michelin Pilot Sports, because I haven't tried them yet. Yeah,
they're a good all-rounder. Again, they're good in the wet, so for a daily it'd be perfect. But again, the Rain Sports isn't a bad shout either.
So, yeah.
I suppose now you got the Nitrons, are you going to take it on track? Maybe
I probably will. I do want to see what they do on track. I've seen what they've done on the road already, and I've only had them on a couple of days, and just, well, I really do want to take it on track. I have taken the car out on track before. I took it out at Donington. that was interesting. Trainer curves at 100 mile an hour is a bit interesting. A car with standard suspension. Did have decent tyres on at the time though. It did have some Prada Spec 2s.
Oh, very nice.
And it was a good dry session, so they definitely did well.
Yeah. I say, a lot of the time, you probably don't need fancy suspension, you just need a good set of tyres.
Good set of tyres.
Because I still maintain my car handles just as well now as it did stock, just a bit more body roll and stuff stock, but if I put a good set of tyres on, that probably would have been okay. Yeah. Doesn't look as good, but that's not the point. Yeah. But yeah. What we got moving down to this side, what have we got down here? Obviously a load of stickers. Now I'm guessing it's covering something up.
Yeah, so when I first got the car there's a little bit of a lack of peel here and I put a little sticker over it to cover it. Over time took that sticker off, made it worse, so I was like, yep, more stickers. At
least you've done a really nice job of cutting it around the fuel cap there, rather than just sticking it over and ripping it.
So one of my plans with this car is actually I have got like a massive wedge of slap stickers I've been building up over the last sort of 2 years, and I am just going to see how much of the side of one car I can do in slap stickers.
That's cool.
Be something different.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's not, especially half a car you don't see. I'll tell you what, another thing that'd be really cool, you know, people have been doing the half wraps on the back. Yeah. Just do the whole back of the car, like with that slant.
Yeah, that could work.
To be fair, either would look really cool.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, sort of tinted windows, just sort of general few small mods. It is
obviously it's predominantly a family car, but it's very subtly modded, and I really like the way it looks, and it's all factory stuff, but obviously bar the wheels and the suspension and all that sort of stuff, but it looks the part, it suits it really well. I didn't even know half the stuff existed, to be honest, so I didn't even know you could modify these sort of things, but obviously you've used bits and bobs to make the suspension work, and then obviously working for them you've made them fit yourself. Now there is a boost gauge, I can see from here. So what's the interior like then? What have you done interior wise?
So interior wise I haven't really done much. It's still pretty much standard.
It is very cool. I can see a nice double din in there.
I still need to make the surround for that. You can buy them, but they don't fit very well. Like, they stick out and they're not the right colour.
Right.
So I've made that. So I've got Shurikawa here as well. Got two in the back.
Yeah.
On either side.
It's a lot of space. Oh, I quite like that bit down there though. It's got a nice little cubby hole down in there.
That's perfect for your phone.
Yeah. See, new before its time, look.
Yeah.
A nice boost gauge there, because now you were telling me how much boost this makes. Now I'm still gobsmacked how much boost it makes.
So standard they make 22 psi.
Is that with a remap as well?
No, so that is standard.
That's completely standard. So with a remap I'm guessing it's more.
Yeah, so with a remap I'll occasionally see a higher on sort of initial sort. They don't do it all the time. Yeah, but
just so I get a peak boost.
Yeah, I get a peak boost of about 24.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot on. What is it? 2.2 you said? Yeah. 2.2. That's a lot on a 2.2 sort of standard family car. You wouldn't have thought it'd be that high for something that's not massively powerful. You would. I know when you supercharge certain cars, you only get like 9 psi. Yeah. Obviously, it's different setup, but still, that's a lot of boost. That is a lot of boost.
So yeah, I do know. So I did have it dynoed a few years ago. It was 180 brake and 325 foot-pound of torque.
That's a lot of torque.
So that's about, I think it's 440 newton meters. My maths is correct.
Yeah, I think that. You're on the money with that, I reckon.
So I do know if you do DPF delete them, you can get about 240 brake and over 400 foot-pound of torque.
Is that on the cards?
I do want to say it is on the cards.
It is on the cards. We'll sort of keep that quiet, because obviously it's not technically legal in this country.
Yeah. Maybe in the future I do need to obviously make a proper exhaust system and stuff to complement it if I was to do it as well.
Yeah, I just imagine there's a big transverse box in the back that's hiding a lot of horsepower.
Yeah. To be fair, that's actually in the centre on these.
Oh, is it?
It's only got 2 little boxes on the back.
Oh, okay.
But I will just go straight through.
Straight through, yeah. Get that turbo whistling out the back. That sounds really nice.
Get the pigeon noise as well.
Yeah. That sounds sick. What we got under the bonnet? Because you said there was an induction kit.
Yeah. So there is an induction kit. You used to be able to buy them, but you're not able to anymore.
Right.
it doesn't pop up either. You've got to pull it up.
Oh, it's.
I think it might be the weight of this, just enough.
The tiny bit of plastic just weighing it down. Also, ram air as well.
Yeah. It's a bit dirty under here, like the other car.
Oh, mate, it's a daily. That doesn't matter.
Obviously, so you can see there.
Your car is literally telling you to decat it. Look, it's literally saying decat.
Yeah. So obviously you can see it's also got a sub in the car because you can see the wire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's the induction kit. They normally come a bit longer, but I shortened it down because obviously it's quite close there.
Yeah.
So I made, and also they didn't really supply any brackets with it, so I made a bracket that just bolts onto the boost clamp.
That's quite a nice job of that. Was that laser cut by any chance?
No, that was actually me with a hacksaw in my garage.
Fair play, that's quite a nice job because that's quite tight in there as well.
Yeah.
That's a lovely job. Just enough to support it so it's not fapping about.
Yeah. You'll also probably notice this doesn't look standard. I quite prefer air horns, so I do put a lot of air horns on my cars. I've actually got air horns on my Starlet as well. That's something we forgot.
Go on then, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
They're not massively loud, but...
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
It sounds meatier than the M3 horn.
It does. Yours like
I'll have to get you show you the Starlet ones because they're a lot louder than these.
Are they actually?
Yeah. So yeah, it's not really anything too special. It does well. It goes alright. It handles alright. Does well on fuel when you're not being misbehaving.
When you're not hooning it around.
So, yeah.
But overall, I think it's a really nice looking car, and it is kind of deceiving because down the side it looks really low, but the front isn't, which I find really odd.
Yeah, don't look underneath, it is a lot lower than the side skirts.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
The chassis comes down quite low, exhaust as well, I'd imagine.
Yep. So
I reckon, because obviously you've got your pod filter and your induction kit and your remap, I reckon we should try and hear it.
Yeah, you can get some turbo noises.
Let's go make some noise. Right, thank you Pete, thank you for bringing your car on again. I really like it, I hope you all like it as well. And again, if you want to follow Pete on Instagram, I'll put Limitless and Pete up there. You can give him a follow, have a look at all his pictures because he does take some amazing pictures as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to see more cars, obviously get in contact with me. If you want to have your car on the channel, that'd be great. Drop me a message anytime. I'm not really doing much, so you know, it's just anytime's fine. Even though I don't really reply very quickly, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, right. Thanks for watching. Join us next time, and don't forget to keep crying high. Royal Collective out. Bye. Now I forgot to say I do not have much fuel. This is the second video where I've run out of fuel. Oh.